Hey you guys, it's Rosanna with Beeyoutiful Skin. Today I'm going to add to our inspired by nature eye looks, and since it is summer is starting to wind down and we're about to move into fall, I hope and pray we have broken our streak of 90-degree weather here where I am, and it's finally starting to cool off, so I'm starting to get excited about fall stuff. And generally, when I think about fall, I start to think about more muted colors, richer, warmer. So I thought it would be super fun to do a warm green eye look. And I'm going to call this one Woodland Eyes, because when you think of woods, you think of browns and soft light and even some golds and rich greens, of course. So for our brow highlight, I'm going to start off with Sandstone Cream. This is a bit warmer than my usual brow highlight, which is Champagne Pearl. So this one is going to just kind of warm things up a bit. I'm going to use our small all-over brush and take that right up underneath the brow bone. See, it's got a bit of a shimmer to it as well. Kind of warms up, makes this a really rich look. Since it does have some shimmer, you really want to be sure to stamp the shadow on and not do any kind of sweeping action. Otherwise you'll end up with little bits of glitter on your cheek where you may not want it. Now you're going to take that same Sandstone Cream and just go right over the pupil area of your eye. Right like that. Don't worry too much about blending at this point because we're going to be adding some other colors on top. So just dab that right on top of the pupil area of your eyelid. Now using your same small all-over brush, wipe it off and grab up a little bit of our Army color. This is a lovely golden green that is really one of my favorite shadows that we have. So again, small all-over brush. Now you're going to come and take that right over your lid, kind of working around that little dot of Sandstone Cream. Isn't that an awesome color? Look how gorgeous gold and green that is. I love green and gold together. They're so rich. You can see I'm taking that in. Not into the inner corner here in that little hollow, but you do want to take it into the inside of the lid, right in there. I'll layer that color right over that dot of Sandstone Cream. Let me get that green to show up, like so. Now for our crease area, I'm going to use Fen Gold, which is also greenish gold. It has a little bit more of a deep blue, kind of almost a blue undertone, and that makes it perfect for accenting your crease. Now I'm using my angled sculptor brush for this. I'm working from the outside corner in and just deepening my crease with this gorgeous rich green. Do the same on the other eye. Be sure to blend this well. Now, on top of these greens, for an extra brightness, you can use this color called Moss, and this is going to add a little bit of dimension. You can add this right on top of where that Sandstone Cream was, that we kept that area kind of light on purpose for this moss color to show. Sometimes when I'm doing eye looks, I like to think of Bob Ross and how he always adds in little touches of color, and he says things like, "You decide. This is your world. You can just put a little bit of moss right here. Maybe a big old tree lives over." No, let's not do trees on our eyes. That'd be kind of freaky. Moss, yes. Trees, no. I don't know. Works for me. Alright, now you can see I've got that brighter green, that moss green on top. and it just adds a little bit of a punch. You can take your smudger brush and add some of these colors up underneath your lower lash line. I'm going to start with the Sandstone Cream and work my way out. This is going to go on the inner corner of my lower lash line, right like so. Just to add some brightness right in there. Now we're going to take that army green, kind of hit around in the center. You can pull that out to your outer corner. You could leave it at this, or you could add in some of that fen gold as well, just depending on how intense you want your lower lash line to be. So that would be just stopping there with the army green, or adding in a little bit of fen gold on your outer corner. You can see how that kind of brings it into focus a little bit. Kind of adds that definition on that lower corner. Putting your eyeshadow like this underneath your lash line really opens up your eyes, widens them. All right, now that you've got your eyeliner on, here's a little trick. If you do get a little bit of fallout underneath your eye, which is to say a little bit of your shadow fell down and it's kind of sticking in your under eye area, just take a big fluffy brush. Your kabuki brush is great, and fluff that away. Don't wipe it with your fingers, because then you'll kind of rub it into your skin and it'll end up lasting longer. Then if you want, if you still feel like you need a little extra color correction, take a little of your foundation, and I like to use our flat brush and come right up underneath the eye, kind of patting along, just to cover anything that may have fallen down that you weren't able to sweep away with your big foundation brush. Then you won't have to worry about errant pieces of glitter. Okay, now you're going to finish off your look with a little bit of mascara. All right, once you've got your mascara on, you are done, and you have Woodland inspired eyes.